morning, one and all. Are staying safe and doing well. During these days of pandemic, we at IST ensure that every meeting commences with messages on COVID-19 related precautions so as to sensitize others about the pandemic. All are requested to maintain social distancing, wash hands regularly, use covers or masks, cover mouth and nose while coughing, sneezing with a tissue handkerchief, properly dispose, use face cover, mask, gloves, tissues, handkerchiefs, and avoid spitting in public places. Self-monitor one's health and report any illness at the earliest rather than going for self-medication. मैं अब उपाधि पाने वाले छात्रों और अन्य प्रतिभागियों से यह अनुरोध करूंगी कि कार्यक्रम के दौरान कुछ महत्वपूर्ण अनुदेशों पर ध्यान दें। दीक्षांत समारोह अत्यंत पवित्र समारोह है, इसे उचित दें। उपाधि पाने वाले सभी छात्रों से यह अनुरोध किया जाता है कि आप अपने ऑडियो और वीडियो को म्यूट करें। कृपया अन्य सभी और ब्राउजर विंडो बंद करें। समारोह के दौरान अपने कंप्यूटर पर अन्य परियोजनाओं में काम ना करें और चैट भी ना करें। दीक्षांत समारोह पर अपना ध्यान केंद्रित रखें। एक बार फिर मैं सभी प्रतिभागियों से अनुरोध करूंगी कि आप अपने ऑडियो और वीडियो को म्यूट करें। May now request the degree recipients and other participants to pay attention to few important instructions during the program. Convocation is a very solemn function. Degree recipients and other participants are requested to mute their video and audio to avoid disruptions. Please close down all other apps and browser windows to eliminate notifications. Do not work on other projects on your computer or chat.
Trial
Ceremony
version.
is going on. Stay focused on the convocation ceremony. Once again, may I request all the participants to make sure that their audios and videos are muted to avoid disturbances.
Trial version. Trial version.
अंतरिक्ष विज्ञान एवं प्रौद्योगिकी संस्थान तिरुवनंतपुरम का 8वां दीक्षांत समारोह का शुभारंभ होने वाला है। Convocation of the Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology, Thiruvananthapuram is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, due to the restrictions imposed as part of COVID-19, the academic procession will not happen during this time. The convocation will be held in 3 different modes. That is live mode from IST Council Hall, online mode where the participants join from respective location, and virtual reality mode where the students and guests will celebrate together virtually from the safety of their homes. Dr. B. N. Suresh, Honorable Chancellor of IST, Dr. K. Sivan, President, Governing Body, IST Department of Space, Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. Shekhar C. Mande, Director General, CSIR, Guest of Honor, Shri S. Somanath, Director, VSSC, the Board of Management members and IST Governing Council members will join us through the online mode. Dr. V.K. Dadhwal, Director IST, Dr. Y.V.N. Krishnamurthy, Registrar IST, Deans, heads of the departments, is seated in this council hall. नमस्कार देवियों सज्जनों, भारतीय अंतरिक्ष विज्ञान एवं प्रौद्योगिकी संस्थान तिरुवनंतपुरम के 8वें दीक्षांत समारोह में आप सबका हार्दिक स्वागत है। Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the 8th convocation of Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology, Thiruvananthapuram. Let's begin this auspicious occasion by invoking the Almighty. I invite Srimati Shri for the prayer song. आप सब कृपया ईश वंदना के लिए खड़े हो जाएं। I request all of you to please stand for the invocation.
मध्यानार्क सहस्रकोटि सदृशा मायान्धकारे स्थिता मायाजालविराजितां मदकरीं मारेण संसेविता शूलं पाशकपालपुस्तकधरा शुद्धार्क विज्ञानदा तां पाला त्रिपुरां शिवेन सहिता ध्यायामि मूकाम्बिका ध्यायामि मूकाम्बिका ध्यायामि मूकाम्बिका
I request the Honorable Chancellor to declare the 8th Convocation of IIST open.
I declare the 8th Convocation of IIST open.
Chancellor to declare the 8th Convocation of IIST open.
I declare the 8th Convocation of IIST open.
Will now deliver the welcome address and present the report on IIST for 2019-2020.
Most respected Chancellor, Dr. B.N. Suresh, Chief Guest of 8th Convocation, Dr. Shekhar C. Mande, Dr. K. Sivan, President of the Governing Body of IIST Society and Secretary Department of Space and Chairman Space Commission, Guest of Honor Shri S. Somanath, Director Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, members of the IIST Board of Management, directors of the ISRO Center, distinguished guests, degree recipients, their proud family members, faculty of IIST, invitees, including from media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. It is an honor to have amongst us Dr. Shekhar C. Mande, Director General of the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. Dr. Shekhar Mande is a very distinguished technocrat and a noted structural and computational biologist by profession. An alumnus of the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, he has been associated with CSIR, particularly the Institute of Microbial Technology, Chandigarh initially, and the Center for DNA Fingerprinting and Diagnostics, Hyderabad, for nearly 20 years. A fellow of all the three major scientific academies of the country, Dr. Mande is a recipient of Shanti Swarup Bhatnagar Prize in Biological Sciences for the year 2005, amongst many other recognitions in his illustrious career. We are indeed honored, sir, to have you on this solemn occasion to bless our students with your thoughts and perspective. I would place on record the Institute's gratitude for the presence of Dr. K. Sivan, President IST Governing Body, and Shri S. Somanath for their participation in this event, although they are extremely pressed for time, being in midst of a launch campaign with launch scheduled for tomorrow. Thank you, sirs. It is my privilege to welcome you all for the 8th convocation of our institute. As we progress through our 14th year, we take this occasion to recollect and share with you some of our notable achievements and progress over the last year, and the goals we have set for ourselves to accomplish. These are extraordinary times, perhaps never witnessed before in our living memory. On this joyous occasion, we wish our new batch of passing out graduates all the best in life. We also silently regret the absence of fervor and celebration that normally accompanies this day. IIST has put in every effort and engaged all its resources to ensure that the progress of learning continues unabated and uncompromised. I am happy to share with you my deep sense of satisfaction in the timely completion of academic year under these testing circumstances and wish to congratulate students, faculty, administration, and all the support services who have made this possible. Privileged to submit on this 8th convocation a brief report of the activities, achievements, and plans of the Institute. But before I do so, a few words in remembrance of the two leaders of India's space program whom we have lost very recently. Suresh Chandra Gupta and Shri S. Ramakrishnan, former directors of VSSC. Shri Ramakrishnan was a renowned aerospace engineer, a Padma Shri awardee who played a key role in the ISRO's launch vehicle development in various capacities. As a member of IIST Board of Management, he took a keen interest in both our academic and research programs, particularly in the induction and integration of our graduates into the ISRO family. We place our humble respects in their fond memory as we rededicate ourselves to the vision of IIST. We are also saddened by the untimely demise of Shri Rohit Sanal due to blood cancer, which was diagnosed very late. Rohit would have received his BTech in ECE today, and our thoughts and prayers are with the parents and family of Rohit. IIST currently offers BTech in Aerospace Engineering and BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering, and a dual degree program in BTech in Engineering Physics, one of the 4 options in PG program. These are MTech in Optical Engineering or Earth System Science, or Master of Science in Astronomy or Astrophysics, or Solid State Physics. This convocation marks the 10th passing out of our BTech batch, and it would be the second pass out for our dual degree program. As we are aware, the entire world is grappling with COVID pandemic as per their circumstances and capacity. Based on the national and Kerala state government guidelines to educational institutions, the institute declared closure of its hostels and requested the students to vacate the premises by 16th March 2020. The institute was under lockdown from 21st March 2020 to 10th May 2020. The institute continued academic programs for the remaining 6 weeks of the semester through online teaching, such as live webinar classes, sharing audio lectures with PowerPoint slides, and suggesting NPTEL lectures in some cases. The graduating students appeared for their comprehensive Viva Voce and the project evaluation through the video mode, and the results were declared on 18th August. The graduating students who had backlog papers took the proctored online examinations for 3-hour duration from 13th July to 3rd August in the subjective mode, and the results were duly declared by 18th August 2020. The intermediate students, the grades for the previous 1 semester theory cases were awarded and results declared on 3rd August 2020. These students have the option of reappearing at the end of current semester if they are not satisfied with their assessment. Admission for all the 3 undergraduate programs is open to the Indian nationals based on their performance in JEE Advanced, conducted by the IIT on 27th September 2020. A total of 147 students have joined BTech and the dual degree program of this institute this academic year. In this 8th convocation, 139 students will be conferred BTech degree, out of which 59 will be graduating in aerospace engineering, 59 in ECE, and 1 student in engineering physics, and 20 students in the dual degree program. The institute has 99 faculty members, many of them globally acknowledged for their research contributions. 1 new faculty joined in the Department of Earth and Space Science since last convocation. Our student to faculty ratio continues to be under 10, in contrast to the AICTE norm of 1 to 20. Beginning this year, we also admitted a student under Prime Minister's Special Scholarship Scheme for students of Jammu and Kashmir, and in the master's program, we admitted sponsored candidates from the DRDO. A total of 122 non-sponsored candidates and 7 sponsored students have been enrolled in the MTech program. We also completed the admission to PhD, which was done in January and July 2020, and 33 regular students have registered with additional 9 ISRO scientists. So PhD degrees will be conferred today on 19 students, and it is heartening to note that the PhD defense of 13 of the 19 PhD students happened online during the lockdown period. The Institute Gold Medals are given to the best academic performer of the undergraduate and postgraduate program, and excellence certificates and a cash award is given to the topper of the other BTech branch and the best all-round performance by a UG student. Subham Shah, BTech in ECE, gold medal for topping all BTech branches, and Kiran M. Jasurya of dual degree program, who was enrolled in the Master of Science Astronomy and Astrophysics, is awarded the gold medal for topping all PG program. Excellence certificate and a cash award for the student who have secured best academic score in aerospace engineering goes to Shri Divyakanti Golui, while Kumari Kalepu Harsha Nikita, BTech in ECE, is selected as the best all-rounder amongst the UG graduate. The toppers of the aerospace and ECE are provided an opportunity to undertake master's program at the Caltech under Professor Satish Dhawan Endowment Fellowship. On return, these students are absorbed in ISRO. I am delighted to share with you that Ms. Garima Agarwal, the topper of 2019 batch of aerospace, who received this fellowship last year, has been awarded Abdul Kalam Prize by the Caltech for 2020. This is awarded by Caltech to a student in their aerospace engineering program whose academic performance is exemplary and who shows high potential for future achievement. Ms. Agarwal is the 4th student from IIST to be chosen for this prize. The cumulative enrollment of the institute as on 1st December 2020 stood at undergraduates 1876, postgraduates 616, and doctoral enrollment 329. After degrees are conferred in this convocation, the total degrees awarded by the institute will be 1,877, comprising 1,293 BTech, 15 dual degrees, 494 masters, and 90 PhD. Of these, 1,051 BTech and dual degree graduates could be placed in ISRO in the various centers through the ISRO absorption program. Thus, IIST has achieved a milestone of thousands of graduates absorbed into the ISRO. IIST was also placed at 33rd rank the NIRF in the engineering category. It was also ranked in the top 25 bracket in the Atal ranking on innovation. This is despite our very small size and focus on a very small number of disciplines. IIST has established a number of advanced research laboratories as well as centers of excellence with the focus of academia participation in Indian space program.
तो एक का पेट ही पेट दिख रहा था, फिर उसका बच्चा आ जाता है पीछे से.
Some of the more details. Recently, we enhanced the multidisciplinary computing center, which was able to support nearly 150 students to continue their research from the remote login. IIST has formulated an active research program for participation in the human spaceflight program, including a ISRO-funded project called Spaceflight-Induced Change in Kidney Stone Formation of Drosophila melanogaster. This has been shortlisted as a biology payload for the first development flight of Gaganyaan. IIST also has established a space life science laboratory with bare minimal facilities. The spaceflight hardware for this experiment prototype is at prototype stage, and a MOU has been signed with TIFR Mumbai for providing this spaceflight hardware for their experiment on the Gaganyaan also. Another major activity is the gas measurement in the crew cabin, for which multiple gas nanosensors and calibration facilities are being established in a ChemiSense laboratory at IIST. IIST has committed to provide gas sensors for HSP as a redundant in comparison to the procured sensor in collaboration with Semiconductor Lab, URSC, and HSFC. In addition, two research projects, Model of Human Thermal Behavior and Human Healthcare Assessment in Space Arena, are being initiated. A total of 8 ISRO-sponsored projects to cater to various ISRO centers are being implemented in IIST. These include electric propulsion diagnostics, gas sensors, laser holography, surface finishing, development of atomic layer deposition setup, and laser-based spark plug for semi-cryo engine. A future technology proposal on the development of microwave rocket propulsion under the Directorate of Technology Development and Innovation (DTI) of ISRO is also being developed. Recently, the engagement with ISRO has been energized by under the active guidance of the Secretary Department of Space, Dr. K. Sivan. This includes establishing an advanced space research group and placing a chief technology officer at IIST. The group, with ISRO engineers and establishment of an empowered overseeing committee and link units in each ISRO, we hope to see an explosion in the IIST ISRO technology development activities. Currently, there are 26 extramural funded research projects which are being undertaken in IIST, of which 11 were sanctioned during last year. Funds to the tune of 11 crore were sanctioned through competitive grants. Besides this, there are 13 internally funded projects. I have a list of other activities, but due to the limitation of time, I will just read the headline. One is the establishment of a space technology innovation and incubation cell as mandated by the UGC and AICTE. Enhancement of the collaboration with academy and industry, including the ongoing discussions with TCS, Oxens Private Limited, and Pixel, and also discussions with IIT Kanpur to support the National Center for Geodesy at IIST. New international collaborations with a large number of institutions, including the nearing completion of the InspireSat-1 with the University of Colorado Boulder, USA, which is a 6U satellite of less than 10 kg, which can be launched by the middle of the next year. We also held a meeting of the Inspire partners with delegates from 7 countries. Under the MOU with Nanyang Technical University, Singapore, 2 student satellites, InspireSat-3 and InspireSat-4, are under design and development. The formal MOU with Niigata University, Japan, has also been signed, and a discussion is on with the National Central University, Taiwan. It is with great satisfaction that I report the Institute has filed 18 patent applications, and during last year, 7 of these patents were granted as Indian patents. Faculty also published 205 articles in peer-reviewed international journals, as well as wrote 33 chapters in edited books, and published 4 books in the area of engineering, literature, and mathematics. There are a large number of student activity and other compliance activity, which I would skip, but I would like to mention the Kalam Memorial Lecture, which was instituted in 2017 in the fond memory of our first Chancellor. The 5th lecture was delivered by Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma, AC, a research cosmonaut, on 13 September 2019, titled Making of a Professional. And 6th Kalam lecture was delivered by Padma Vibhushan Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan on 14 September 2020. He spoke on National Education Policy 2020 and an educationist. He chaired the committee which drafted NEP 2020, and in his unique style explained the rationale for critical recommendations, and also introduced to students the contributions and persona of Professor Satish Dhawan as we observe his birth centenary. I will now skip large number of achievements and awards, but would like to mention that we have also initiated alumni activities and the alumni website. I would like, before I conclude, would allow me to place on record the support received by the Institute in abundant measure from the Department of Space, Government of India. I personally acknowledge the continued guidance and encouragement provided by our respected Chancellor, Dr. B. N. Suresh, and President of the Governing Body, Dr. K. Sivan, members of the IST Governing Council, members of the Board of Management and the Academic Council. My colleagues, both faculty and staff, showed commitment and rose to the challenges posed by the pandemic, and above all, the IST students who putting in enriching the campus life and post-pandemic coped with the disruption and continued the hard academic work and achieved excellence. Once again, allow me to express my gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Shekhar Mande, our Chancellor, Dr. B.N. Suresh, President of the IST Governing Body, Dr. K. Sivan, the guest of honor, Shri S. Somanath, and I am thankful to all degree recipients, our distinguished guests and family members of the students and all stakeholders for their online participation. To our passing out students, I would like to convey my heartiest congratulations and best wishes to each one of the 119 BTech graduates, 20 dual degree recipients, 70 MTech, and 19 PhD degree recipients, and the student toppers receiving the gold medals and awards for their special achievement. The world awaits you, and we remain eager to learn about and applaud your future successes and achievements. Thank you.
May I now request the President, Governing Body, IIST, and Secretary, Department of Space to address the gathering.
First of all, I request all my friends to please mute your mic because it's a lot of disturbance. We are expecting a very high quality convocation from IIST, the High Technology Institute. Kindly help us to do this that activity in a very efficient manner. I request all the participants, please mute your mic. Now come to my task. Chancellor IIST, Dr. B.N. Suresh, Chief Guest of the 8th Convocation, Dr. Shekhar C. Mande, DG CSIR, Shri Somanath, Director Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, Guest of Honor, Dr. Dadhwal, Director IIST, members of IIST Board of Management, Directors of ISRO Centers, distinguished guests, degree participants, recipients, and their proud family members, faculty of IIST, invitees, including from media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. I particularly would like to welcome Dr. Shekhar C. Mande, Director General of the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR. Dr. Shekhar Mande is a very distinguished technocrat, fellow of all the three major science academies in the country, which is unique, and who is also playing a trajectory of placing the trajectory of that CSIR in a high trajectory for national goal of Atmanirbhar Bharat. His thoughts and perspective would be very important message to passing out batch of young technologies. In this 8th convocation, 139 students will be conferred with BTech degree. MTech degrees will be conferred on 70 students, and PhD degree will be conferred today on 19 research scholars. So I begin with my congratulations to all successful students and their parents. I also understand that few days ago, the ISRO counseling absorption process of eligible BTech was successfully completed. It is heartening to note that this batch is 10th successful batch of, and IIST has reached the landmark of 1,051 of its alumni observed in ISRO. Remember, it is nearly 10% of ISRO's capacity. When you talk about the total ISRO's the strength out of 17,000 employees, I am very heartened to note that more than 1,000 students are part of this particular endeavor. The cumulative enrollment of the institute as on December 1st, 2020 stood at undergraduate as 1,876, postgraduate 616, and doctoral enrollment of 329. After degrees are confirmed in this convocation, the total degrees awarded by the institute will be 1,877, comprising of 1,293 BTech, 50 dual degrees, 494 masters, and 90 PhDs. I understand that national lockdown has put a very abrupt disruption in all spheres of life, including the academic program at IIST. I take this occasion to compliment IIST for ensuring rapid resumption of teaching and learning, for continuing the students, conducting a project evaluation for passing out BTech and MTech, and conducting PhD thesis defense on video mode, as well as complementing the admission process for academic year 2020-21. Even now, as we conduct the convocation in online mode, the entire teaching continues in online mode. It is also important for researchers to get back to their laboratories, and I'm given to understand that starting with PhD scholars in their final years, the batch-wise process of return to IIST campus has also begun. Medical research has also risen into this challenge, and multiple vaccines are in their lost lab, including those developed in India. IIST, since its establishment in 2007, has been making remarkable progress and more than met the expectations of founders of IIST. Recently, we have reorganized the ISRO IIST collaboration through revamping the Advanced Space Research Group at IIST and effectively trying it up with center-wise linked units. Also, to ensure rapid progress, a ISRO IIST Joint Empowered Overseeing Committee has been set up. This mechanism has really invigorated joint activities, and more results are expected from this mechanism. It is heartening to note that the faculty and students are undertaking projects under Gaganyaan mission. This includes development of gas sensor for crew module and a fruit fly Drosophila experiment in the first developmental flight. IIST is closely associated with the LPSC for electric propulsion diagnostics, as well as for developing a payload for ISRO Venus mission. I would like to emphasize that the importance of that electric propulsion system. Yesterday, we had a very good discussion, review of that new satellite GSAT-32. GSAT-32 we cannot launch without electric propulsion. Such an important development is that IIST is involved. I am very happy and heartened to note that they are contributing enormously to IIST. IIST has also developed multiple international linkages, providing unique exposure for internship and joint work to its students. In particular, the collaboration with the University of Colorado for development of Inspire Sat-1, which is likely to be ready for launch by middle of 2021. IIST faculty and students have filed about 19 patents so far, of which 7 have been awarded. Its alumni have established startups, and very recently, yesterday, that is the day for yesterday, one of the startups is created by one of our alumni of IIST, the Skyroot. If he interacted with our Honorable Prime Minister, you can understand. And they are really doing fantastic work, and they are going to make India a technological powerhouse. And these startups are carrying out research in very prestigious institutions across the globe. Due to the significant progress the institute has made, as well as its continued high ranking of NIRF of Ministry of Education, the department is actively pursuing with the government of India for declaring it as an institute of national importance, in lines with similar to IITs, NITs, IIMs, and many similar institutions. I am extremely happy to declare that the Space Commission has taken this agenda, and Space Commission is extremely happy with INI status for IIST. Now they cleared. Very soon we are going to get approval from our Prime Minister of India for putting up to cabinet. I'm sure that very soon this is going to come. It's a prestigious. So I would say that the students who are graduating today, they can be proud that they got a degree from their institute with INI status. You are all aware of India's space achievements. I'm not elaborating them. But what is important in the context of globalization is what we have a big aerospatial industrial base who can be part of the global $370 billion space economy. There are many startups who want to venture into the space business, and recently the government of India has declared the space reform. In fact, this space reform we are calling unlocking the potential of Indians, the engineers, for the benefit of the space activity. And this has a very huge exposure, and I want that IIST to take note of this and please jump into. You have a special stature when compared to the other academic institutions. You are part of ISRO. You are part of DOS. Definitely, you can contribute more. ISRO has the infrastructure and technological expertise to nurture and handhold any new player in the industry. And it's valid for IIST also. Please make use of that. And the demand for the space-based services in our country is increasing and is going to explode. What we lacking was a formal mechanism to allow the private sector to participate in the space activities. As part of the space sector reforms, a new entity called Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center in Space has been in the process of establishment within the Department of Space. In Space will not only act as a regulatory body, but also handhold, promote, facilitate sharing of ISRO's infrastructure with the private sector. Whereas this is valid for the other public, other academic institution, whereas IIST is a part of DOS, you have a separate mechanism which we have established, which I have shown earlier, as well as the Director IIST also explained. We envisage a scenario where the private sector will be a co-traveler. Not only private sector, when I'm talking private sector, which includes that academic institutes also, especially that IIST, a co-traveler in ISRO space missions. Private sector will also be empowered to carry out our own space missions. All these reforms are just a beginning, and it is you people who will be working in the expanded space ecosystem for national benefits. And IIST too need to have a greater connect with the industry requirements and should take industry-sponsored research in space domain. This will help bridge the lack of R&D in industry, especially in the space domain. Here too, a small beginning needs to be made, considering the long road ahead. The fruits of technology development undertaken in the past are yielding fruit today. It is your paramount duty to undertake development initiatives so that the next generation is also enriched with the fruits of development. Whatever we are enjoying today, the technology, all these things, it is because of the research and the development carried out earlier, and that what are sacrifices done by the earlier people, our seniors. And the same duty we have now to do that similar thing to our boys, our generation, future generations. Only then the space program will sustain, resulting in national development. The key success lies in knowing more than others, working more than others, and expecting less than others. In a day, if you are not coming across problems and obstacles, you can be sure that you are traveling on a wrong path. In the end, I would like to say, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you will land among the stars. Spread joy. Chase your wildest dreams. The younger generation must rise to the occasion in realizing India's aspiration for science and technology leadership in the world. This can be done only if you think laterally and apply knowledge creatively. Once again, let me congratulate all the graduating students today. Also, I wish all the best for all of them to take the India ahead. And I expect that in a few years to come, India should be a technological powerhouse globally. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
May I now request the Honorable Chancellor IIST to address the gathering.
Good morning, Chief Guest of the program, Dr. Shekhar C. Mande, Director General, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, Government of India, Dr. K. Sivan, President, IIST Governing Board and Chairman ISRO, Shri S. Somanath, Director VSSC, Dr. V.K. Dadhwal, Director IIST, IIST Management Board members, distinguished invitees, deans, faculty members, IIST staff, my dear young degree recipients, prize winners, proud parents, ladies and gentlemen. I feel very elated to be amongst you on this august occasion to preside over the 8th convocation of this great space institute. On the very outset, my warm greetings and hearty congratulations to each and every recipient of the degree and award winners, and I also wish each one of you a very bright, eventful future and also a very successful career. The convocation this year is quite different as it's being conducted under the prevailing pandemic. The pandemic caught us no doubt unaware and created a havoc, disrupting everything, including your studies, interactions, many other non-curricular activities in the campus. I must compliment the director, registrar, deans, faculty members, and other officials of IIST for rising up to the occasion and handling the situation deftly by rapidly switching over to very efficient remote learning methods. I am aware that even under these disruptions, in spite of missing many of your interesting engagements in the campus, all of you have done quite well in your academics. My dear young friends, today is a very special day for all of you, where you will be receiving your degrees and honors, which is a testimony to your sheer hard work during the past few years in this prestigious institution. In my opinion, convocation is an occasion to gaze both past and future. While it's a day to look back with a sense of satisfaction, recalling your experiences, your trials and tribulations that you encountered in this institute in the past 4 years, it's also a day to look forward to the exciting days ahead with hopes and expectations in the days and years to come. The convocation truly is a right transition and a moment where the transformation gets initiated. The institute in its existence of 13 years has contributed very significantly, as you have just heard from Director IIST. IST has prepared high quality human resources, more than 1,000 scientists and engineers whose innovative and significant contributions at ISRO have helped immensely to achieve success in many of our exciting programs. In the area of research too, the institute has been doing commendably well with more than 200 research scholars carrying out the research in several cutting-edge technology areas in the campus. Our alumni also have been making continuously inedible marks in science, technology, startups, management, leadership, both nationally and internationally too. I am very proud of having associated with this preeminent institution from the day one till date, starting as the founding director and subsequently in different capacities. My dear young friends, you all have spent your time as students in a protected environment till now, and you have to move into a larger world where you need to shape your own career and future. You are all well trained in one of the top institutions of the country, and after getting the commendable training, the knowledge and skills in this prestigious institution, you will be entering into a new world, a new territory. It's only natural that as you move further in your life, take up a new career or new activity, you need to learn to face the challenges deftly. Many of you would get into an excitement of developing several cutting-edge technologies demanded by the advanced space projects of ISRO. Others who cannot make it will also have a bright opportunity to choose a career of your own interest and contribute in your own way for the betterment of society and country. India at this juncture, no doubt, provides immense opportunities in almost every domain. And I can tell you for sure that each such domain is not only very exciting, but at the same time challenging too. I'm sure that each one of you will play a dominant role in shaping the future of this country as well as the globe. The time that you are starting your career is at a time when competitions are intense, opportunities are plenty, and challenges are daunting. Rapidly changing world coupled with the unpredictable future no doubt throws out a lot of challenges, but remember, they also create immense opportunities. We need to learn the value of staying flexible and nimble, the importance of learning from multiple perspectives, and also willingness to take risks. Setting long-term ambition for each one of us is extremely important, but at the same time, we have to be prepared to change the course if needed. I'm sure that each one of you would have set well thought out path, but the caution you need to exercise is not to be so fixed in your intentions, because many times you shut the doors for the new ideas, thus inflicting damage to yourself. You also must be ready to seize a new opportunity when it comes along. You need to be proactive to exchange new ideas and your thoughts with other intellectually curious and energized experts who have the potential to shape your path in profound and lasting ways. The space sector in the country has remained by and large outside the ambit of globalization. In this field, India has done exceptionally well and attained a very enviable position. Today, the growth of space activities in line with the vision of our founding father, Dr. Sarabhai, is so very widespread. It is not wrong to say that space activities encompassing remote sensing, communication, navigation, weather monitoring, disaster management, and many other areas have touched the entire 1.3 plus billion population of this country directly or indirectly. ISRO also is gearing up to accomplish many more complex and new programs like Gaganyaan, Interplanetary Mission, Aditya, many more, thus offering tremendous opportunities to all of you. At the same time, you should not forget to continue with the existing space application program structured to meet the needs of the common man and country by enhancing their capabilities through your own new innovative ideas. Today, we are also witnessing rapidly evolving, potentially transforming technologies in many areas like information, biological science, material science, energy, so on and so forth. It's important for us to choose the right technologies which have massive and economically disruptive impact on society and on the nation in the coming decades. Some of the examples are Internet of Things, which can influence health, safety, and productivity of the nation, the next generation genomics, which has the potential to transform how doctors diagnose and treat the diseases, energy storage technology, which can change how, where, and when you use energy, and we can go on and on. No doubt you are among a few fortunate young scientists and engineers who have abundant opportunities to meet the national aspiration of all these frontier areas of technology, to derive the fulfillment of your cherished ideals and goals by getting engaged in these cutting edge technologies. Integrating your learning so far with your research capabilities along with your innovative way of implementing would vastly help you to meet your goals. All of us have a big responsibility of fulfilling the dream of our first Chancellor and People's President, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, of transforming this country as a developed nation very soon. I want to visualize that many of you IISTians would transform yourselves into highly intellectual leaders either at ISRO or elsewhere in the country, having your own chosen path of startup, industries, or any other domain. In the present multidisciplinary world, I strongly believe that the truly big ideas and important critical development take place at the intersection of disciplines. Therefore, teamwork becomes absolutely imperative. This demands many young, bright minds from different disciplines working together, understanding each other, approaching the problems from different angles, and trying to find the right solutions to achieve this success. I can tell you that while we talk about success, there is no magic formula. Each one of you have to make your own choice. You are at the right point now. When we talk about learning, remember, your learning truly starts now as you venture into the new domain. And continuous learning should become a habit with all of us. Swami Vivekananda, one of the great sons of India, has eloquently articulated the importance of continuous learning. I would like to quote, he says, "Experience is the greatest teacher and the learning should continue till our last breath. Gaining knowledge should become our prime aim as we move on in our lives. Education is not complete if it does not enable a person to stand on his or her own feet, does not teach him or her the needed self-confidence and self-respect. Every day in future, you will have opportunities to learn new facts, analyze new information, and to bring to bear your own unique ideas. On this august occasion, when you are charting your own future, it's only proper to remind you the worst of words of wisdom by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and I quote, "When we walk through the sands of life, we need to learn to leave firm footprints and not to drag our feet." What beautiful words. How do you achieve this? We need to have high aspiration to meet the set goals, and aspirations have to be coupled with hard work. Only this combination would enable you to leave your firm footprints in all your future tasks. My dear young friends, the very fact that all of us being together today exemplifies the spirit of this august occasion. A remarkable day is today, a day to recall your collective experiences and pleasant memories with faculty members, staff, friends, or whoever else in this institution. I'm sure that each one of you would carry with you different stories and remembrances. At the same time, I want to remind you to stay in touch with us who remain here at IIST while you move out to learn, to perform and excel. Never forget to continue to build on your collective memory with your alma mater. We are so proud of you and we are grateful. Finally, I conclude by conveying my very best wishes once again to each one of you and earnestly hope that you will have a very bright career in ISRO or anywhere else in India so that you become instrumental in transforming this country as a developed nation very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I now request the guest of honor to address the gathering.
Good morning, all of you. I hope I am audible.
Audible.
Most respected Chief Guest of the Day, Dr. Shekhar C. Mande, Director General of CSIR. Respected Dr. B.N. Suresh, Honorable Chancellor of IIST. Respected Dr. K. Sivan, Chairman ISRO and President of the Governing Body of IIST. Dr. V.K. Dadhwal, Director of IIST and Chairman Board of Management of IIST, Deans, members of the faculty, staff, distinguished guests, degree recipients, young and bright students, proud parents, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. Greetings to you from me and from VSSC and also from the entire ISRO family. Along with me today, we have Director of SDSC, Shri Rajarajan, and Director of LPS, Dr. Narayan are there with me. And from three of us, my greetings to all of you who are getting graduated today. Let me offer my special greetings to students who are receiving their degrees from IIST. My congratulations.
Thank you.
It's my proud privilege to be at least in this virtual mode today during this graduation day celebrations and to share
We
this
cannot
important
see you.
graduates. Award of the degree is a recognition of the journey that each of you have walked to be there, a celebration of your sacrifices, the tears, the accomplishments, the friendships, and the camaraderie. It's a recognition of the support of the families and the friends and of many teachers that you have had along the way. It also signifies, as Dr. Suresh said, it is the obstacles overcome, the goals attained, and most importantly, your personal growth. And for the faculty and the teachers, this is a culmination of their effort in producing skilled engineers and technocrats for addressing the future of the challenges of India and also ISRO in particular. Often, if I want to ask a successful person about the turning points in their life, many times a teacher would be involved in it. I had the privilege of being instructed and mentored by many great teachers, unsung heroes, of course they are, throughout my student life. In school, engineering, and in Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and also in ISRO, of course. Many of them maintain contacts with me, take special pride in when we meet them, and also speak to them, thanking them for the special something they did for me. I believe you will also remember and thank some of these teachers today. And I request that you do from the depth of your heart and brings Guru's blessings throughout your life. Indian Institute of Space Technology, Space Science and Technology is a premier institute established in bringing out graduates of high standards in the field of engineering and science, and also to serve and contribute to the nation's building through the frontiers of space technology. You offered a place in this institute, and to graduate here is to bring honor upon yourself and, of course, your family. You are the brand ambassadors of Indians' intellectual prowess, and bringing a product of this institute should provide you the reception at every part of the success worldwide. As you are entering a new phase in your life, a life full of challenges of which you will be able to face by virtue of the knowledge that you acquired during your stay in this premier institute, your success, both personal and professional, will be determined by many more factors. And I tell you some of them, and you must have dedication and passion, which is about being completely dedicated to what you're doing, to be absolutely committed, to lead from the front in all adverse conditions, of course, and to set high standard of excellence in your professional integrity and performance, to have great determination that you may fail sometimes, but they should never lose hope and the spirit. Always have focus to see the big picture. You must be learnable throughout your life, even while you are working in professional capabilities. And above all, humility, honesty, and integrity are essential part of your professional quality. It's a passion and commitment that makes space technology work. Space always fascinated human beings. To expand and to reach to the frontiers of the universe has always been our dream. So we conquered and the skies and outer space to satisfy this indomitable spirit. I am particularly proud of the indigenous capability that you have developed in ISRO to create launch vehicle systems, platforms, and applications that benefit society, though not in this order, really in the reverse order. Day before yesterday, we had an inauguration of the commencement of the equipment bay of the GSLV Mark III for the first unmanned flight of the Gaganyaan mission. Also, parallelly were happening in VSSC some of the important tests for the RLV, and also many tests for SSLV development, which is about to be launched soon. So when I was interacting with people who are working on it, I was very happy to see many of the students of IIST taking up critical tasks, leadership positions, and also indicating that they are doing commendable job. Almost 300 of such people are there in VSSC. And I'm sure this is a story of other centers of ISRO. Recently, we did a survey of the performance of the students from IIST in different centers of ISRO as a part of the remodeling of the absorption plan of the students to ISRO. And it was very interesting to note and also to see the evaluation from many centers that the engineers from IIST are some of the best performing ones and contributing immensely to and also showing their ability to develop newer technologies and your appreciation for research as well. The development of the space system is driven by the requirements to fulfill application needs of this country. Payloads are developed, spacecrafts are engineered for remote sensing, communication, broadcasting services, navigation, and so on. And launch vehicle technology so far is such a closely guarded technology. It contains most of the advanced technologies. And most of the streams of engineering do participate in this development of launch vehicle systems. And the area of expertise that we have developed in ISRO is tremendous in these different multidisciplinary domains, including system engineering. And there are people who are capable of understanding each of these domains separately and also in aggregate in all the centers. As young engineers in ISRO, those who are fortunate to join, who have already joined there, it may be a difficult task to realize in their early part of their career to understand this big picture. Where is the knowledge remaining? How these people are doing all this? But I'm sure slowly you will realize the great energy and enthusiasm and the knowledge that is resident in this organization. And you will also become a contributor to that in our later part of your career. Some of the goals of the Department of Space in this area is to achieve substantial increase in throughput in the present generation of launch vehicles, satellite missions, and also the application areas, while keeping the reliability and operability intact. We have to inject new technologies in keeping with the changing times. And aligning with the new policies of the government, ISRO is to be a promoter of the space system development in industries, startups, and academic institutions, and create vibrant space ecosystem of much higher value, and to be part of the economic progress of this country that is looking for in the next 4 to 5 years. Bringing down cost of the launching through reusable launch vehicle technology, developing small satellite launch vehicle platforms to increase availability into few days, and also looking at the small satellite booming market. Similarly, the vertical takeoff recovery of launch vehicles, and similarly developing bigger engines like semi-cryogenic engine, and of course our flagship program of Gaganyaan. And all of this have spurred up new host of technology development all across our ISRO centers. And towards this, there is a host of large-scale system engineering activity being done, and also new technology elements are getting developed. And one such important development is advanced miniaturized avionics, vehicle health management system, like bringing intelligence to rocket. I'm sure the IIST students who are already there, part of ISRO, and those who are going to be, there is enough at hand for a wonderful career ahead. And this is why the organization always attracted the talents of this country and provided room for their professional development. This cosmopolitan organization is spread across the country with its research laboratory and facilities. It has never remained a stagnant organization, but adapted to the changes and brought out new programs, captured the imagination of this country. It also provided leadership to steer the programs to successful fruition. The youngsters that I see today will be the new leaders of tomorrow, from whom we will expect much more. You are now embarking on a most exciting journey. Today, you are completing a gradual transition from being a guided student to a new phase as a highly qualified independent professional. Amongst you are innovators, entrepreneurs, technology leaders. As students of this great institution, I urge you that you go ahead with great to the unknown, that you maintain a reflective and questioning mind, seek career opportunities that are daring and intellectually challenging, as it is such path that will provide you with a deep sense of fulfillment. I trust that you will make those choices that will make your family and your country proud. In the challenging times prevailing today, our country needs you more than ever. Need your talent, your ideas, your energy, your enthusiasm. So I have great confidence that you will build both successful and fulfilling careers. You all occupy the upper strata of knowledge society, and it is vital that you integrate and apply your wisdom in ways that enables our country to evolve into a formidable economy. I would like to extend to all of you my best wishes as you take on the path of building India of the future. I believe you have a sound foundation on which to work. I congratulate all of you once again and wish every one of you a challenge and reward in your life, exciting journey. And today, you are completing a gradual transition. Right? Finally, have a great life. strive to bring benefits of your learning for the betterment of the society. Make your parents and teachers proud of you. Good luck. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I am so sorry. I thought it was muted. Okay.
May I now request the Dean, Research and Development IIST to present the degree recipients who have satisfied the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request the President Governing Body IIST to present the degrees.
Sir, as Dean RND, permit me to present the degree recipients who have satisfied the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Thank you, sir. Based on the approval of Board of Management, may I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. The degree recipient may receive the degree in the virtual mode. From the Department of Aerospace Engineering, Arun D.I., Shashank Vadlyamani, Aravind G.P., Mohan Kumar L. from the Department of Avionics, Satish Kumar P., Vipin Johnson, Suresh Kumar P., Richu Sebastian C. from the Department of Chemistry, Nino PM, Praveen Wilson, Harita S. from the Department of Earth and Space Science, Aarti Aishwarya D, Anisha U from the Department of Humanities, Gayatri GR from the Department of Mathematics, Mehta Day from the Department of Physics, Rahul OR, NC,
हमारा नेट स्लो है, हमारा नेट स्लो नहीं होता।
Sir, as head of the Department of Avionics, permit me to present the postgraduates who have satisfied the requirements for the degree of Master of Technology. Thank you, sir. Based on the approval of Board of Management, may I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Postgraduate of Department of Avionics may receive the degree in virtual mode. MTech in Control System, Abhishek Mishra, N. Asir Nisa Das, Guruminta Kishore, Sajid Ahmad M.A., Sapna Oran, Shabnam N.S., Signal Processing, S. Gokul N. Mahesh Kumar Pal, Sanjay G. MTech Power Electronics, Amit Kumar, Kaitagiri Siva Krishna, Gangi Reddy Srikara Reddy, Muhammad Ajmal N, Pragya Yadav, Aday Chandrakant Pavin Bhai, MTech RF and Microwave Engineering, Ajit Kumar, Mallika Somanath, Vaibhav Adhikar, MTech VLSI and Microsystems, Hanafi VT, Azad Ravi Oram, Nivetayati AS, Nobel Sebastian, Pragati Agrawal, Revu Satya Srinivas Rao, Lahari K.
Sir, as head of the Department of Chemistry, permit me to present the postgraduates who have satisfied the requirements for the degree of Master of Technology. Thank you, sir. Based on the approval of Board of Management, may I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Postgraduates of Department of Chemistry may receive the degree in virtual mode. MTech in Material Science and Technology. Chodi Setti Fani Krishna, Deepu Kumar, Fatima S, Praveen Kumar, Renjit R, Rabirajan Tiwari. Thank you, sir.
Sir, as head of the Department of Arts and Space Sciences, permit me to present postgraduate who have satisfied the requirements for the degree of Master of Science and Master of Technology. Thank you, sir. Based on the approval of Board of Management, may I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Postgraduate of Department of Arts and Space Sciences may receive the degree in virtual mode. Bachelors of Technology in Engineering Physics and Master of Technology in Earth System Science under dual degree program. Gayatri V, Goripati Kanavi, Kuduri Venkata Nagagopi Vikram, Nel Matiulungbu Chawang, BTech Engineering Physics and Master of Science in Astronomy and Astrophysics under dual degree program. Ajay Anil Patdar, B. Bhavna, Chimkula Martin Yadav, Kiran M. Jayasuriya, Manish Chauhan, Vipin Kumar. M.Tech in Earth System Science, Aishwarya C.L., Mane Dhanraj Shivaji, Sri Majumdar, Kapil Chandra Pandey, M.Tech in Geoinformatics, Chira Kamari Jayasima, Dorepeddi Pranavi, Jayati Vijay Vargiya, Nofia M.A., Sahira K.A., Yosant Kumar. Master of Science in Astronomy and Astrophysics, Deepak Chahal, Divyansh Chawre, Pratyush Anshul. Thank you, sir.
Sir, as head of the Department of Mathematics, permit me to present the postgraduates who have satisfied the requirements for the degree of Master of Technology. Thank you, sir. Based on the approval of Board of Management, may I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Postgraduate of Department of Mathematics, please receive the degree in virtual mode. Master of Technology in Machine Learning and Computing. Darshanam Sujan Kumar, Burjesh Kumar Singh, Rajya Balapravat, Sarpa Amitesh Deshankar, Shekhar Naik.
Sir, as Head of Department of Physics, permit me to present the postgraduates who have satisfied the requirements of the degree of Masters of Technology and Master of Science. Thank you, sir. Based on the approval of Board of Management, may I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Postgraduates of Department of Physics may receive the degree in virtual mode. Bachelor of Technology Engineering Physics and M.Tech Optical Engineering under dual degree program. Amal R.S., Arnav Kamrakar, Pranav Tiwari, Urvashi Jinwal. Bachelor of Technology Engineering Physics and Master of Science Solid State Physics under dual degree program. Jigyasa Nigam, Kannan S, Naman Jain, Rajwal Yash, Cha Fenil Piyush, Pravadeep Rai Chaudhary. Master of Technology Optical Engineering, Jai Krishna Anand, Madhusudanan SN. Thank you, sir.
May I now request the respective heads of the departments to present the graduating students for the degree of Bachelor of Technology. I request Chairman, Board of Management, IIST, Director, IIST to present the degrees to the BTech students. First, Head, Department of Aerospace Engineering.
Sir, as Head of the Department of Aerospace Engineering, permit me to present the graduates of Aerospace Engineering who have satisfied the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Technology. Thank you, sir. Based on the approval of Board of Management, may I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Graduates of Bachelor of Technology in Aerospace Engineering may receive the degree in virtual mode. Ajay Alokaparno Dhar, Ayushi Diohans, Abhijit Prakash, Akash Kasina, Akshita Arora, Allam Varshid Reddy, Amisha Kumari, Anantu Krishna S, Anjumol KS, Ankit Gupta, Anubhav Shukla, Aromal Laujan, Arun Nyamagaudar, Bokka Krishna Kishore, Boyala Prithvi, Chinta Kayala Aditya Krishna, Divya Kanti Goloi, Hardot Singh Sandhu, Jakriti Saha, KVNS Jaya Kalyani, Kadira Manisha, Karampuri Kavya, Pasukurti Satvika, Varlam Vamshi Krishna, Kumar Kshitish, Kunal Garg, Kush Arya, Manas Tyagi, Mayank Gomekar, SR Milan Tudu, Mohit Kumar, Monica Chauhan, Neetu N, Niharika Rajan, Niharanjan Pradhan, Palaparti Teja, Patur Anant Vijay Siddhartha, Penumatsa Bharat Verma, Rakesh Chaudhary, SS Ravishankar, Sabin Kurian, Samruddhi Sharma, Tanapala Tanuja, Sanjeev Kumar Meena, Sheikh Riyazuddin, Sharvi Ganekar, Shekhar Saxena, Srimali Uttam Sunil Bhai, Somyajula Venkata Janakiram, Sri Lakshmi Sandeep, A. Surya Sudhagar, Tabiyar Rasish Narendra Bhai, Karun Namadev Chavan, Ujjwal Sai V, Vivek Swami, G. Yashwant Ram, Mukhtar Ahmad, Rahul, Nayan Rawat. Thank you, sir.
Sir, as head of the Department of Avionics, permit me to present the graduates of Electronics and Communication with a specialization in avionics who have satisfied the requirement for the degree of Bachelor of Technology. Thank you, sir. Based on the approval of Board of Management, may I recommend that they be admitted to the said degree. Graduates of BTech in Electronics and Communication with a specialization in avionics may receive the degree in virtual mode. Ashka Oja, Abel Thomas Lucas, Abhishek Kumar Singh, Ajay Krishnan KE, Anand Kumar TK, Anju S, Ankit Chaudhary, Ashfaq KP, Ashish Kumar Ranjan, Ashutosh Saini, Ashwin Sunil, Moja Dashwant Gaur, Nitish Sontake, Antapali Vaishnavi, Devottam Shukla, Daniel V. Robinson, Gayatri Girish, Bharke Prajakta Anna Saheb, Govind A.M., Granji Harshita, Himanshu Meena, Kalepu Harsha Nikita, Kanni Kanti Sai Rishigna, Kushwant Singh, Kiran V, Pompepala V. Lakshmi Narayanan Mallikarjun, Krishnakant, Kulkarni Revati Sanjay, Lakshmi Mohan, Manish Kumar, Annepalli Vamsi Krishna, Mudgu Rajiv, Nilad Dev, Nisri Mhatka, Talapati Alekia, Prajwal Patnaik, Prashant Kumar,
हेलो
Pushkar Sunil Hiray, Rahul Kumar, GKV Raman,
मेरा माइक ऑफ तो है नहीं
Sagar Subudhi, TVV Sai Teja, Saurabh Kumar, K. Shailesha, Shalini Singh, Sandeep Mandal, Shashank Sagar, Shiva Chandra, Siri Gadipudi, Shubhajit Paul, Shubham Saha, Shanta Tudu, Suravjit Ghosh, Shweta Krishnan, PV Venkat Sainath Reddy, Hitesh Kumar Nayak, KP Ashok Rao. The following student may be conferred his degree posthumously. Rohit S. Thank you.
Sir, as Head of Department of Physics, permit me to present the graduates of Engineering Physics who have satisfied the requirements of the degree of Bachelors of Technology. Thank you, sir. Based on the approval of Board of Management, may I recommend that they may be admitted to the said degree. Graduates of BTech in Engineering Physics may receive the degree in virtual mode. Vishwalat Guna Akarsh Nayak. Thank you, sir.
I request the Honorable Chancellor to confer the degree on the degree recipients.
Yeah, am I audible now? Hello? Am I audible now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. By the authority given to me by the statute of the Institute, as the Chancellor, I confer on you the degree for which you have been found qualified, and I charge you that ever in your life, by thought, word, and deed, you prove yourself worthy of it. I admit the other candidates also for the said degree in absentia.
May I now request Registrar IIST to obtain the signature of Chairman Board of Management IIST and Director IIST in the Convocation Register. On behalf of all degree recipients, the following two students, Kumari Neetu Nazar and Shri Ashwin Sunil, will read out the oath.
We, the degree recipients of the Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology, Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala, hereby pledge that we shall, in thought, word, and deed, endeavor to be scrupulously honest in the discharge of our duties as engineers, technologists, and scientists, and that in all circumstances we shall uphold the dignity and integrity of our profession, honor of our institute and the nation, and that we shall utilize our knowledge of engineering, technology, and science in the service of our motherland and humanity, and devote our energies to promote the unity and secular ideal of our country.
हम भारतीय अंतरिक्ष विज्ञान एवं प्रौद्योगिकी संस्थान तिरुवनंतपुरम केरल द्वारा प्रदत्त उपाधि ग्रहण करते हुए यह प्रतिज्ञा करते हैं कि हम इंजीनियरों, प्रौद्योगिकीविदों एवं वैज्ञानिकों के रूप में अपने कर्तव्यों के पालन में पूर्ण रूप से ईमानदार होने के लिए मन से, वचन से और कर्म से निरंतर प्रयत्नशील रहेंगे और सभी परिस्थितियों में हम अपनी वृत्ति की गरिमा एवं अखंडता और अपनी संस्थान एवं राष्ट्र की सम्मान को संभालेंगे। हम यह भी प्रतिज्ञा करते हैं कि हम इंजीनियरिंग, प्रौद्योगिकी एवं विज्ञान का ज्ञान अपनी मातृभूमि की और मानवता की भलाई के लिए काम में लाएंगे और अपनी ऊर्ध्वस्विता देश की एकता और धर्मनिरपेक्षता के आदर्श को बढ़ावा देने में समर्पित करेंगे।
I now request the Honorable Chief Guest to present the Institute's Medals of Excellence. Institute Gold Medal for the Best Academic Performer in Undergraduate Program goes to Shri Shubham Saha, a student of BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering Avionics. Institute Gold Medal for the Best Academic Performer in PG program goes to Shri Kiran Jayasurya, a student of dual degree Master of Science in Astronomy and Astrophysics. Cash Award and Excellence Certificate for the Best Academic Score in BTech in Aerospace Engineering goes to Shri Dibya Ganti Goloi. Cash Award and Excellence Certificate for the All-Rounder of the UG program goes to Kumari Kalepu Harsha Nikita, a student of BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering Avionics. May I now have the privilege to request the Chief Guest to deliver the 8th Convocation Address.
Thank you very much. Honorable Chancellor, Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology, Dr. B.N. Suresh, Chairman ISRO and Secretary Department of Space, Dr. Sivan, Director, Dr. Dadhwal, Guest of Honor, Shri Somanath, Director of VSSC, members of Board of Management, Academic Council, Deans of different faculties, proud parents, friends, and August class of 2020. Thank you everyone for the generous invitation to the 8th Convocation of Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology. It's a great pleasure and privilege for me to be here for the first of its kind in the country to offer high quality education on space science, space technology, and space applications to the undergraduate, graduate, doctoral, and postdoctoral students. The Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology has been functioning as an autonomous body under Department of Space, Government of India. And the entire nation looks forward to the achievements of this institute, which had none other than Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam as its first chancellor, and is delivering very quality education in space science. The country looks forwards to the graduates and postgraduates and the doctorates of this institute towards the development of the country and humanity in general. For the graduating students today is a special moment. It is the result of years of hard work and dedication on your part, on the part of your parents, your teachers, and your family members. The years when you plowed through different problem sets, spent many sleepless nights browsing through notebooks, spent anxious days awaiting your examination results have gone by. And today, you are graduates of one of the most premier universities in India. Today, no one can be more proud of your achievements than yourselves. You are about to embark the next chapter of your lives. Your job now, as we embark upon this particular chapter, is to pause, think, and introspect. What is important for you, and not what is important to your parents, not what is important to your teachers, not what is important to your Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram followers, but to think about what is important to you in your gut and in your own heart. You're about to embark upon this journey for a larger national and human cause. India's space program future is in your hands from now. In this journey, you'll be met with failures and successes. You will need to learn to deal with failures. However, I will urge you not to make the cardinal mistake of thinking that the success is also very your own. Always remember to acknowledge the contribution of your team members and be positive in your interactions with them. Remember, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam went on record when he reminisced about Professor Satish Dhawan about this particular aspect. When it was a failure, Professor Dhawan would go in front and accept the failure as the head of the organization. And when it was the success, he would give the success credit to all your colleagues and team members. And this is what we have been taught to do in our culture and particularly in our space program. And you are going to be the worthy followers of this particular tradition. I cannot but help recall the famous Clifford Stall statement. That is, data is not information, information is not knowledge, and knowledge is not wisdom. During your studies at IIST, you have been presented lots of data. Some of the good teachers converted the data into information and told you about that. The excellent teachers imparted the knowledge from this particular information to you and taught you about that particular knowledge. However, from now on, you are on your own to gain wisdom from all the knowledge that you learned at IIST Trivandrum. The wisdom that you will acquire in your journey from now on would be good for the future of the world, and the future of the world awaits your contributions. And that is a very exciting thought, at the same time placing huge responsibilities on your shoulders. I'm certain that there are future leaders of Indian society in all spheres in this particular gathering. I look forward to your progress in the coming years. As a scientist myself, I cannot but help in making a few comments about scientific outlook of the world that you would develop further. Science teaches us many things. The foremost among them, equality in the society on all fronts: gender, race, socio-economic status, linguistic and geographical boundaries, being all immaterial as far as equality is concerned. Science teaches us that we believe in evidence in all aspects of our lives, and that we do not believe in hearsays and in phenomena that have no sound rational basis. I'm glad that Dr. Suresh quoted Swami Vivekananda in this particular aspect, and Swami Vivekananda also professed greatly in his life that one must learn from our experiences of the world. Science teaches us that there are gaps in our understanding of the world, but yet these are being addressed by a large group of scientists around the world, whom we trust. Most importantly, in my view, science teaches us that as a dominant species on the planet, we human beings have a very big responsibility to take care of the planet, and that we do not use natural resources indiscriminately. One of the most profound realizations of our lifetimes has been the forceful adjustment of nature and our surroundings to our needs, rather than adjusting ourselves to the nature. There has thus been a serious confrontation between our species and the environment. which we need to correct in the coming generations of humanity for our own survival. Developing scientific outlook, therefore, will allow the younger generation beyond the glory of your graduation today to analyze such aspects critically and to take corrective actions wherever necessary. As many of the future leaders of space science are in this audience, I cannot but help recall some of the proud collaborations between my own organization, CSIR, and the space program. Many of you are aware that many of our leaders have had worked together both in CSIR as well as in the space program. Our laboratory in Bangalore, National Aerospace Laboratory, has been working very closely with the space program people and offering services such as the wind tunnel and the acoustic tech facility to India's space program. Our laboratory in Karaikudi, the Central Electrochemical Research Institute, has also been working together with many of the scientists of the space program in offerings such as coatings, in things such as batteries, and so on and so forth. Dr. Kasuri Rangan very fondly recalled a story of his and Professor Dhawan's traveling in car on several occasions from Bangalore to Karaikudi for furthering this collaboration between CSIR, National, and the space program. But that's a lesson for all of us to learn, that we live in an overall ecosystem of the country. We have large number of scientific organizations. We have large number of human resource development organizations, the IITs, the ISC, the NITs, the universities, ISRO, DRDO, CSIR, ICAR, ICMR. We all live in the same ecosystem. And therefore, it's important that we respect each other's strengths, and it's important that we all of us work together so that we make this world a better world to live in. The collaboration between CSIR and ISRO will continue to strengthen the country in space research, and that I'm glad that the institute like IST is here to deliver people like you to the society who can serve these organizations to take the country forward. Science and technology has played a major role in bringing our nation where we are today. To develop scientific outlook and the connection of S&T with the society are therefore of utmost importance for the development of the nation. To bring further affluence in India, comparable to that to the developed economies, I'm sure that the young graduates in audience will take up challenges of our society, and with the applications of science and technology, we will witness a great progress in the coming years. We are going through a very difficult time. The very fact that we are here meeting online and the degrees are being handed over to the online is a reflection of the difficult time. But this time, once again, is to pause and reflect how we are going to get over times such as this in future, God forbidden, such time would arrive. And trust me, that pandemics like this is not the last of the pandemics that we are going to encounter. We are going to encounter many more such challenging pandemics in future. We are going to encounter many more challenging situations as far as the natural calamities are concerned upon us. And we must be prepared for such. So lesson for young graduates would be that although you are receiving your degree online today, due to the constraining situations that we are in, but nonetheless, we must prepare ourselves for the future so that impact on all of us is reduced as much as possible. Finally, I'm very happy that I have been able to be with you during this important milestone of yours. I congratulate all of you on your achievements. Your degree will be with you, but most importantly, the knowledge and the values that you have learned so far in IIST will keep guiding you wherever your destiny will be taking with you. Be worthy of yourself. Have a good life. The future of mankind is in your hands. Congratulations, all of you, once again. Thank you all very much. Jai Hind.
May I now request the Honorable Chancellor to declare the 8th convocation closed.
I declare the convocation closed.
आप सभी से मैं अनुरोध करूंगी कि राष्ट्रगान के लिए उठकर खड़े हो जाएं। All are requested to please rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलति तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।